I took three trades, three losses. The first one was valid. So I was looking for this low to get swept. I had a bullish bias. We came down here. I believe this was SMT with ES. Looking at this morning, so 650. This here is 744. Yeah, so we had an SMT here, which is really the main confluence for this trade. And we start to get bought back up. This is the main imbalance I'm watching here to see if we run it or hold it, and we clearly close above it. I enter off the inverse. I had a nice RR on this. This was my first target, and then I was gonna look for these highs because these are my draws on today. But that's just a loss. That's a loss I'm willing to take. It was okay. It wasn't bad. Get this out of the way. So then we dump, which was I didn't expect to see, especially like this. We end up taking this low. I'm curious to see. I think ES did not. Oh, not sure if these are different, but after this low gets taken, I'm very bullish. But if you notice, we make one sharp move down. This is not an SMT here. We move up, generating all this sell side. And I see us consolidate, manipulate the highs, displace down, and this is a 5 minute bearish fair value or bullish fair value gap that gets ran through, and this creates a 5 minute bearish fair value gap. So this is a 5 minute bearish fair value gap that I've highlighted in red. I don't think this was horrible. I think I might have been a little too zoomed in, but I was correct. But this fair value gap here was what I was watching because I knew if this held, my trade would get stopped out. As you can see, it just wicked into that little 1 minute fair value gap there. Unfortunate. And then I kind of got emotional after we got this move down, just because I got manipulated out of the position. So now I start watching this little tiny Anyway, this little tiny 1 minute fair value gap here, which you can see the bodies are respecting this. They barely close above it. This one barely closed above it. And so I enter short. My initial entry was right here. And then we started moving lower, and I entered a position right fucking here. So my fill got moved to about here. And I was looking for these lows to then leave a runner to equilibrium, which it actually tapped like perfectly. Like it would have been a perfect. It was unfortunate here. Yeah, those were the trades I took. My bias was correct on these two. Honestly, this was probably my better trade today. I don't think this was bad, actually. I don't know. But so my bias was basically to take out this low before we move up to my objective of the day. Oh, also, this formed an SMT here, which was another confluence. As you can see, we took out the highs one more time. Now I bet we're going to this low, and my draw on liquidity was correct. So my main mistake today is just getting emotional. I shouldn't have added to this position that I wasn't even that confident in. I got into the making money mindset instead of focusing on the charts, and I wouldn't have been stopped out if I had just I don't even think this is that good of a trade, but my original position was this. So I wouldn't have even been stopped out. All my losses were full size today. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm down about 240. So all it takes is one win to wipe these three losses. So I'm not tripping, but I just really need to watch my emotions. The last 2 days, I've kind of, I don't want to say, yeah, I've backtracked a little bit on the emotional side and discipline side because like just last week, I was really on my shit last week. I would not have added to my position, and I don't even think I would have entered right here. So, yeah, I need to work on that. I need to work on just stepping away and waiting for more structure, and also recognizing the fucking not to trade this. This is where I don't trade here. I don't trade this. So yeah, um, at least my bias was correct today, but yeah, emotions need improvement. I think last week made me a little cocky, and even yesterday, even though I took like 3 losses and like basically 2 half wins, I called every move in the market. So I think I got a little cocky today, and last week kind of boosted my confidence and ego a little too much. So I gotta step back, be more patient, and recognize market conditions first and foremost, and not get FOMO. I don't really get FOMO. I more just get annoyed that I get stopped out. Like, I literally got stopped out right here, and then I'm annoyed, and then I get stopped out again, and then it moves exactly to where my draw was. But it is what it is. So moving forward, I'm not taking another trade today. I broke my rules. I got emotional and took a position that I shouldn't have taken. But I'm glad I was able to like just sit on my hands and step away and recognize my emotion. But anyway, moving forward, I want to see this low swept, maybe form SMT, then run to these highs on either NQ or ES. So that's my prediction. I wouldn't take a trade unless I got the internal model to align with that. And I'm not taking a trade today either. So if we wanted to just take out this low and then accumulate going into Monday, I'll be looking for this high. So yeah.